Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining this presentation. My name is Virginia Vinal and I am the co-founder of Agily3. It's a startup in the UK in the area of team productivity. I'm going to talk about an area that few people talk about, which is innovation in leadership. And specifically today, I'm going to talk about collaborations. I've worked a lot in this area, and I've worked a lot with in my new role as a board director of a UK trade association. We have 140 members, and it's called the Future Water Association. Collaboration is very important to us, and one area that is less looked at is collaboration across the value chain with partners and contractors. This is very important for the water sector. Why is it so important? It's because, can I point? Yeah. As you can see, 70%, this is an evaluation from the association and also from our own experience, which is 25 years in the water sector, that most of the value is delivered by value chain partners, not by the water companies. Also, another challenge about collaborations is that most of the companies that are delivering this value are SMEs. 98% of them are SMEs. They are not large water companies. So they are people like you and I. Finally, innovation, as you probably can see today, is hard work for SMEs. It's very hard work for them to adopt new ways of working, and in this case, new ways of collaborating. Let me show you a couple of ideas, solutions that you might want to practice and consider in your country. This experience is based from the UK, where we have a lot of experience. In the UK, collaborations are taking place for large companies in the shape of alliances. It is not a cluster, it is not a joint venture. It's actually water companies coming together with other companies like yours, perhaps, with construction companies, with civil engineering firms, sharing the risks and the rewards of contracts. So if it goes well, they will also share the profits. It's a very new shape of partnership and collaboration among water companies. Here I've illustrated two of those alliances, one with Thames Water and one with Anglian Water, and the various partners of the value chain taking part in it. But collaborations also have to do with smallest businesses, as I mentioned to you before. And for this, I believe that trade associations play a huge role being the glue between the large and the small companies and in accelerating collaborations in an innovative way. You can see on the left a lot of opportunities here. These are engagement meetings. So we organize meetings about 8 times a year in the UK between SMEs and water companies and water retailers, because I don't know if you're familiar, but we had a deregulation of the market in the UK in April. And we get them to collaborate, to first meet, like we're doing today, and then we facilitate the collaboration. This is quite a unique way. You also have platforms. There's quite a few of them I've seen today presented, and they could be private platforms like the Anglian Water platform that is presented on the right here, where a company would be looking for solutions, and then companies like us would submit their ideas answering specific requirements. You also have regional initiatives like this one in Africa, where you have regions asking for some support and people answering. This is another initiative that is quite new. We are supporting it as a trade association, and it's from the University of Sheffield. It's a hub basically proposing solutions that are responsible for the environment. It is about facilitating the connection between market needs and the offer from university and businesses. competitions like the Aquatron is also something else that is quite popular, and those basically infuse enthusiasm within the industry, public and private. It's quite important because something I'm going to touch about tomorrow on is you need to get talent to come into these industries. Competitions are a nice way to motivate everybody to join the movement. Now, one of the things I mentioned initially in introduction is one specific area of collaboration that I'm particularly interested in is collaboration across the value chain. Collaboration with your partners and contractors. Some of you might be here in this room. So we have imagined, we have a vision from our experience and from talking to very large and very small companies of a future of work where companies, large and small, would collaborate. And this vision is materialized in 3 pillars, which are presented here. The last pillar, which is this one, is about collaboration of dispersed teams. Because the teams that are actually doing the work are not necessarily in the office, they are in the field, and they're also working across companies. So it is very important to engage and focus them on delivering the collaboration objectives. Our solution is a program, so it's not necessarily tech. Although we're presenting it as a tech hub here, in the tech hub, it is about a new methodology, a new approach to collaborating, supported by an app, which is a team productivity app called Agily, accelerating collaboration. It is not about learning how to collaborate, it's about practicing how to collaborate. Here is an example. We've done a project with Sept, which is the largest, or one of the largest UK water companies with 15,000 employees. And their innovation director wanted to try this new way of working. So we aligned, as part of the innovation initiatives, we took one initiative and we aligned the staff of Sept, the contractors who are civil engineers, for instance, or leak detection companies, but also research scientists working on the project, to the objective of the initiative, and we got them to collaborate with the app, and eventually they managed to very easily do progress updates and work together on specific objectives. They managed to do weekly work progress checkups and avoid skidding, because it's very important, because skidding means that you're wasting time and you're less efficient. So it's an agile way of working, and so you're much more productive. And also the decisions that were taken during the process of this pilot project were documented, and it was a lot easier for managers of the project to make decisions that were instantly shared with everyone, so no one could say I didn't know, or I didn't know what we were trying to achieve. The methodology and the app have been developed with many companies, as I mentioned before, and they are our partners in a collaborative spirit. So it is a co-innovation project, even though we're exhibiting today as a startup. Our solution, as you can see, is coming from different sectors of industry as well, but our background is 25 years with my co-founder in the water sector. So it is very specific to addressing the challenges of the water sector. The app today has been available for a year and is being upgraded now. Is on the iOS and the Android platforms, smartphones. It comes 100% mobile. That is the priority for us, because the future is mobile. And is also a web app, so you can access it from your computers from anywhere in real time. It has three main features. One is basically you set goals for the teams. It could be any team, innovation, health and safety teams, marketing teams. You set the goals and you collaborate on those goals remotely. You monitor progress and you prevent skidding in that way. And you set either action goals or KPIs, as we call them, performance goals, so they're quantitative. And finally, you can very easily visualize the work progress with your team with a playbooks that are dynamic playbooks. So if you want to try a new way of collaborating, please come to see us on booth 122. Alternatively, you can download the app and try it for yourself free for 14 days. Thank you very much for your attention.